What is it energetically that makes some artists so incredibly magnetic and mesmerizing, like Maria Callas, for example? And is that something you're either born with, or is it something you can access and develop as an artist alongside your technical mastery? That's exactly what we are diving in today. Because, contrary to the popular belief that some artists are simple born with the thing, and you either have it or you don't, I don't believe that. Yes, you'll never be exactly like Maria Callas. No one can be. But when you look at the spectrum of fully mesmerizing artists like Renée Fleming or Cecilia Bartoli or Nadine Sierra or Elīna Garanča, these are some examples from the classical world. What makes them so extraordinary isn't just their technical brilliance or precision, it's their presence. It's how their presence fills the entire space and somehow touches something deep inside your heart. It's the level of presence that strips away anything that isn't real and reveals the raw, naked, truthful self in that moment. And that is what moves the audience. And here's the thing. You cannot copy someone else's presence. You cannot replicate the unique spark of someone else's soul, but you can find yours. Yes, some artists embody it more naturally, but just like anything else, just like your vocal technique, when you know what to do and how to practice it, you can cultivate your unique magnetic presence. You can reconnect with your unique spark. You can strip away the layers of self doubt, judgment, fear, comparison, and return to who you truly are underneath it all. And that version of you is radiant, is magnetic, is unforgettable. If you're new to my world, I'm Anna, and I help high achieving performing artists transform pressure and anxiousness into peak performance, true confidence, and purpose so they can show up as the most empowered version of themselves on stage and in life. So if this speaks to your heart, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a new video. This channel is all about healing, expansion, and deep empowerment for performing artists. Now, let's talk about your presence. Presence is impact. And the magnetic energy is simply a byproduct of being fully present. It's not the goal. The goal is to be fully present. And I mean energetically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in the moment as it unfolds, and in the next moment and the next one. If you think about it across all fields, whether you're a performer, a speaker, an athlete, or a leader, the most magnetic people have one thing in common. They are fully here. Presence is the invisible force behind true impact. It's what allows your energy to reach beyond the stage and land right into someone's heart. It's why some voices move us to tears while others, no matter how perfect, leave us untouched. And this is not just a poetic description of being deeply present. It's actual physics. There is a science behind magnetic performances. There is a beautiful phenomenon in physics called sympathetic resonance. And here is an example. If you put two guitars next to each other and pluck a string on one guitar, the same string on the second guitar will begin to vibrate on its own without being touched. It simply responds. That's how energy works. And the same way, when a performer is truly present, focused, emotionally engaged, spiritually connected to something greater than themselves, they begin to vibrate at a high emotional frequency. And just like that second guitar, the audience begins to resonate with that frequency. They may not be able to explain what's happening, but they feel it. They rise to meet you in your joy, your sorrow, your longing, your bliss. And they remember that experience because it feels like magic. And that's the divine power of arts. There is healing in it, in this magical connection. Presence is simply contagious, and that's what makes it powerful. If you've ever been told that your performance moved someone deeply, chances are it wasn't just your sound, it was your presence. But presence is not all or nothing. There are different levels at which you can be present in the here and now. You can be fully present, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You can be fully absent, and you can be anywhere in between. You can think of your body as a glass. It holds your emotional, mental, and spiritual energy. The more you fill the glass with passion, joy, vision, focus, love, and connection to yourself, the more powerfully you vibrate those frequencies and the more magnetic you become. It's a whole body experience where your true spirit shines through. And when you bring that on stage with you and combine it with your voice, your art, your music, it creates magic. That's how your performance becomes amplified. But when fear, worry, or overthinking take over, your life force retreats from your body into your head. You disconnect from your spirit because your spirit lives in your body. And the glass is empty now and open for self doubt, anxiety, panic, and self protection. Let me know in the comments if this makes sense to you and if you've ever felt the difference between being fully in it and feeling like you were just getting through it, because that's the difference. You see this in magnetic artists. When magnetic artists begin to perform, it's like nothing else exists. There is no second guessing. There is no fear of being fully seen. There is 100% mental focus, 100% emotional investment, and 100% spiritual openness. They become a channel for something much greater to move through them. And as the audience, you are pulled in. You are not just watching them perform. You are feeling with them, breathing with them. You are experiencing the moment through them. That's the power of presence. Hit that like button if you feel that energy of what it's like to be fully present or witness somebody else in their full presence, because that is what makes them powerful. And that is exactly what reveals the beauty and purity and uniqueness of their soul. To cultivate this kind of presence is to trust that you are enough. To remember that your purpose, it's much greater than your fears. True spiritual presence in performing is a fusion of doing and being. The doing is your preparation, your technique, your discipline, your rehearsals. The being goes far beyond that. It's your emotional state, your energy, your intuition, your love for the art. It's your trust in yourself and your connection to something bigger. The real question is, can you bring all of that being with you onto stage? Yes, just as generously as you bring your voice, your talent, and your hard work. Because that takes courage. It takes surrender. And it takes letting go of who you think you should be so the real you can finally step forward. But anyone can access their full mental, emotional, and spiritual presence and merge it with their art and unlock that magnetic presence within them. And that begins by becoming very clear about what's blocking you from being fully present in the first place. Here are some of the most common limitations that energetically block your presence. First one is the belief that you are not good enough. Then harsh self-judgment, constantly comparing yourself to others, fear of criticism from the outside, the need to prove yourself or your worth. These are just a few examples. But if any of these thoughts or emotions are running in the background, they will pull you out of the present moment every time. So you want to start paying attention to them and you want to heal them. Heal the emotional wounds associated with these thoughts and beliefs. And by healing, I don't mean getting rid of anything. I mean transforming the energetic impact these beliefs have on you. So you can finally access the greater version of yourself, the more connected version, the more present, impactful, free, and magnetic version of you. Let me know in the comments how this is landing. This is the exact work we do inside my soul activation program for performing artists. It's magical. So here is an invitation for you. If you're feeling inspired and ready to stop playing small and fully step into your authentic voice, your truth, and the magnetic soul spark that already lives within you, just watch my free masterclass, How to Channel Pressure and Anxious Energy into Confidence and Strength like the best performers do. It will change your life. Or if you're feeling ready now, you can apply to work with me directly. All the links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. If this touched something in you, hit the like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. And remember, the deeper your presence, the greater your impact. Now go check the links below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Sending love.